By the way, this is the last week of inter-division play. This is one more week of doubleheader weeks. Next week, I'll get into that a little bit. The Brew Crew, the Battle of Boise, like I said, he's also losing 33-15 there. Steve needs to continue winning to stay out of that 9th place hole. Also, tied with him at 7-13 are the Pussycats. 2 more tough losses, 5 losses total in a row for Jen. It has not been smooth sailing for the Pussycats. Demolished by the A-Dogs, like I said earlier, 87-44. She also lost to the Busty Lusties in the Battle of the Women, the cat fight. 77-44, Chrissy takes her down. We're wondering who's going to win that. It's Chrissy. So 2 losses for the Pussycats this week. With behind Peyton Manning, she's already got... Pussycats already have some points on the board somewhere. No points. Oh, here we go. They're up 36-0 with Peyton Manning on the Man-Horse. The Man-Horse have nobody going yet, so that's early. Peyton Manning scored her 29 points on Thanksgiving after a slow start. And she's playing the Norm Buds behind all those Dallas players. Norman's got a 62-36 advantage there. Jen could be in some trouble. Wang and Tang, 6-14, 2 very tough losses last week. The Blimpie Bears at 2-point loss, and then he got annihilated 114-80 to the injured reserves. This dropped Wang and Tang to 6-14. There's no automatic playoff berth, but now he's got to start thinking about consolation bracket. He wants to at least get into that. The consolation bracket right now is up to about $23 to win for the winner, so it's worth playing for. Who's Wang and Tang have this week going? Wang and Tang's 58-18. He's losing to the Privateers right now, and Wang and Tang also is having some trouble. Oh, Dr. Mo. 18-0, he's up on Dr. Mo. Dr. Mo has had nobody going, but this could be another very tough week for Wang and Tang. Let's get over to the Doucet Division. Doucet Division has Smear the Queers leading the way. James Chapman, unheralded rookie coming in, no keepers, no nothing, looks to have won this division. Last week he played injured reserves. The second place team, Mikey Peters, has won 2 straight divisions. Could he make it a third? No. He comes up on the short end of the stick, 116-114. Tom Brady had a mammoth game, as most of you guys heard, against Buffalo. The Patriots offense scored 56 points. That knocks Mikey almost out of contention and almost gives a playoff berth and the division to James, because that's the second time he's beaten Mikey. He's 2 up on Mikey in games, 5 to play over there. Plus he's got the tiebreaker advantage. It's going to be tough for Mikey to make up that ground. Smear the Queers also nipped and tucked. We talked about it earlier in the battle of first place teams. This could be Dr. Mo and Smear the Queer. These could be 2 teams in the championship. He beats Dr. Mo 116-112. That sets up what's going on this week for James Chapman. He could clinch playoff berth this week with a little bit of help. He's up 22, or he's down 33-22 to the Brew Crew. Big game for the Brew Crew, and he's up 22-0 on the Hapless Spades. Not much has gone on yet for James. Ryan Grant for the Green Bay Packers, the running back who's basically replaced Adrian Peterson in Smear the Queer's lineup, has done a good job. Moving on, injured reserves, who split last week after scoring 114 points. We'd already talked about he beat Wang and Tang, lost to Smear the Queers. Mikey plays the Man-Horse this week. Man-Horse really need a win, but Mikey's up 26-0 behind the Indy D and Reggie Wayne. And he's up 26-15 to the Blimpie Bears as well. Mikey 12-7, looking for another playoff berth. Pretty good shape right now. But the division title may be out of reach. Busty Lusty, let's get on to that. 11-8, Chrissy, the beautiful Chrissy. Who would have thought? 2 wins last week, easy win. 77-44 for Pussycats. 77-41 over the Bitch Magnet. She didn't need anybody in there to be in those 2 games. Who's she playing this week? She's tied for 3rd right now with Russ for 11-8 for that 3rd place position. She's playing the A-Dogs, 34-25 behind Kitna and the Detroit defense. That's where she's got her 34 points. She's up on the A-Dogs early there. Busty Lusty is also playing the Rocks, 34-5. This is a must-win for the Rocks if they have any kind of playoff hopes. This could be the end of the ride for Mark Doucet. Privateers, 11-8. Like I said, Russ came out. He split last week, a tough 115-98 loss to the Norm Buds, but he came back and had himself a victory somewhere on here. Privateers had a 98-85 win over the Rocks. That was a tough blow for the Rocks. The Privateers 11-8, tied with Chrissy for that 3rd and final automatic playoff spot. This week the Privateers play the Spades. No. Wang and Tang, who they're at 58-18. We talked about that earlier. And they play the Bitch Magnets, who has really struggled. They're at 58-17 there. The Man-Horse, 9-10. Tough loss last week by Dane Wilson. He lost to Brew Crew, who he said he was going to beat. Didn't happen. 115-72 loss. And then Robbie Hunt rallies on Monday night with the Okay, getting back to the Man-Horse and their 9-10 record and their tough loss to the Spades. 79-72, Robbie rallied, did only a second win of the year. Dan was pretty nonchalant about it on the message board, but you got to know that he's crushed. This is a major opportunity for him to get back in the race. Like I said, 9-10, not out of it, but 2 losses back in the loss column to both Busty Lessies and Privateers, who are the third-place teams, who the Man-Horse are chasing. 2 teams that are really struggling with last week's games and are on the fringe of being knocked out of this playoff automatic competition here. They're still both alive. The Rocks, who lost both games last week, they dropped to 8-11. Mark Doucet's team has lost 7 in a row after being near the front contender, now maybe a pretender. Like I said, they lost to the Privateers. They also lost to the A-Dogs in that real close game. Must-win games for the Rocks this week. They played the Busty Lessies, who they're down 34-5 to. Not many people have gone for the Rocks. I think only one player overall. Rocks are also playing CK1, 19-5. CK1's winning that one right now, very early. Mark's got to win them both. Got to get some help. Bitch Magnet, same situation. Eric Moshan last week started Chad Pennington. Chad Pennington's not even playing. Kellen Clemens was. It was a late pickup actually for Eric, so that really hurt him. He lost to CK1 64-41. He also lost to the Busty Lusties. This week, Eric needs some wins. He picked up Brody Crow, who he did put in, who's starting, thank goodness. So 58-17, he's losing to Privateers, and a big game between JH Express, 17-14. Bitch Magnet leads early there. Eric needs 2 wins to get back into this. Eric's one of 4 teams who's been in the playoffs both years that we've had, trying for his 3rd year in a row. It's going to be tough. Spades 2-17. They broke us after starting 0-16. This team is 2-1. Big win against the Man-Horse, 79-72. Crushing blow to Dane over there. Also a loss to his brother, 113-79. The Spades basically just playing spoiler. They're the 8th seed over there in the Doucet Division. They can't move up. They can't do anything. 22-0, losing right now to Smear the Queers. They don't have anybody going. And the Norm Buds, they're down 62-0 there. A little sweet revenge if Robbie could blow longtime neighbor Norman a blow there. Last week, Vinny Testaverde had a great game for Robbie, Baronis, Kicking, Denver D. They all bailed out Robbie, put the big one over the Man-Horse. That's all we got as far as each team. A quick look at Capsule, where you guys stand as far as the playoffs are concerned. Dr. Mo, Norm Buds, Brew Crew are the top 3 seeds right now in the Hunt Division, with the JH Express just a half game back, A-Dog still barely alive, and CK1. In the Hunt Division, most teams either have 4 or 5 games left. In the Doucet Division, all teams have 5 games left, which means a doubleheader this week, doubleheader next week, where they're playing there'll be 2 divisional games within their division, doubleheaders. And then single games on week 14. We've only got week 12, week 13, week 14 of the season for our regular season. The playoffs start on week 15 of the NFL. It's right around the corner. The trade deadline has passed, so no more trades, so you're kind of stuck with what you got. So the Spades can't make any more money off that, and that's basically all we have for this week. Last week for divisional playing the other division, and then that's it. So sorry that we didn't have Sonny in here. I know a lot of you guys wanted to hear what Sonny had to say. I would like to hear what Sonny had to say. Next week we have James Chapman from Smear the Queers, 14-5. Didn't have any keepers. A lot of people are wondering how this guy did it. Tom Brady in the 2nd round, Adrian Peterson in the 4th round. Those are 2 big guys. Hey, a lot of teams had an opportunity to get those guys. A-Dogs, Pussycats, Spades, Wang and Tang, these teams that have struggled the last couple of years, they had an opportunity to pick these players. How did James Chapman know? We're going to get into his head next week. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck the rest of this week. Sunday is going to be some big football, and we'll see you next week. Finally, I can drink some beer. Oh, that's good.